Hey everyone, this is Nicole from Women Empowerment Counseling. I wanted to do a brief video about accelerated resolution therapy. It is one of the specialty services that we provide and is a specialized trauma therapy technique often referred to as ART. You can see some information about it on the website and also learn more at artinternational.org, but I wanted to give you my personal feedback about this type of therapy. Ultimately, we see things in images, right? If I say happy puppy, you probably see some version of a happy puppy in your mind right now. If I say a burning building, you probably see a specific building, on fire in whatever way that your mind automatically sees that in an image. Our dreams are an imagery. When people speak to us and tell us a story, we can often see that as an image in our mind, like a video. Ultimately, that's what happens with trauma. It replays back like a video. You see it in imagery. ART utilizes eye movements to reprogram how our brain stores those traumatic memories. Ultimately, we're taking those old negative images and replacing them with positive images that you create. It is not hypnosis. You are not asleep. You are completely awake and conscious and in control of what's happening. As a therapist, I would be there to guide you through that process. It is an evidence-based therapy technique, meaning that it is clinically proven to be effective and work to recover from trauma. Our brain is able to edit these memories. So think of it like a file saved on your computer. You're able to go and open that file, edit it, and then resave it. Ultimately, that's what we're doing with these memories. We're opening it back up, we're processing through it, we're processing the body sensations, we're processing the strong emotional reactions that you're having, and we're kind of erasing these images. You will not lose the memory entirely, meaning your cognitive part of your brain is always going to know that this has happened, but it's usually the imagery, the flashbacks, the visual part of the trauma that causes us such emotional pain. That is what you will lose from an ART session. So we're going to edit this memory, these images. You will create new positive images, and then we're going to resave it. Belief in the past used to be that recalling a memory was like taking a library book off of a shelf. Oh, okay, I remember that memory. Taking it, looking at it, and putting it back. But the reality is, when we recall that memory, we have the amazing ability to edit it. And that's exactly what we do with accelerated resolution therapy. One of the best parts of this therapy, and one of my favorite pieces of it, is that you don't ever have to say the trauma out loud. Working with trauma victims, that's often one of the hardest parts of working through trauma, is having to say some of these terrible, almost shameful, embarrassing, scary sometimes things out loud. You never have to share those things with your ART therapist. You are just visually seeing it as this therapist guides you through eye movements to reprogram those traumatic memories that you have. It's a gentler approach. It's also effective, so you take that memory and you process it in the session and it's over. Traditional trauma therapy can take years, and you go on and on and on and on and process it through talk therapy. This is, one session in and done. Depending on what your trauma history looks like, you can sometimes need more than one session if there are multiple traumatic issues that we are addressing. But in one session, you resolve one traumatic event in that session, and it's completely taken care of that same day. So there's no pouring salt on the wound, if you will, which is what traditional trauma therapy often entails. It's very painful to relive all of that, and with this, you don't ever have to say it out loud, and you will feel better after one session. If you have more questions, please feel free to visit us at womenempowermentcounseling.com, fill out a contact form, or you can email us at info@womenempowermentcounseling.com. You can also visit artinternational.org to learn more about ART and to also find an ART therapist. I am a trained ART therapist, and another one of my counselors is a trained ART therapist, and something that we are passionate about in healing women to overcome their trauma histories. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to